Hello. Today I would like to tease something that is relevant to most over 40s. Maybe you have gone through it if you are over 40. Maybe at one stage or currently you are going through a phase of your life feeling dissatisfied, stagnant, unappreciated, and just not finding life meaningful and exciting. If you're over 40 and you are going through that situation, you're not alone. I've been there. I'm over 60, well over 60, and I've been there. Therefore, this video is for you. What usually happens when, particularly women, literally empty themselves, prioritizing other people over themselves, there comes a time when something hits them. They become dissatisfied. They feel unappreciated. Somehow their life lacks joy. As I've indicated, I've been there, and this video is for you. I'm Linda. When that happens, you find that there are 4 areas in your life that suffer. And we are going to be looking at those 4 areas because shining a light on them will then assist you to understand where you are supposed to take your life to in order to be renewed, to be refreshed, to be transformed, and just live your life in a balanced and full manner. We are going to be looking at what happens when we hit the stagnation. We find that even our friends, we lose our friends. Somehow there is a disconnect with friends and family. There isn't just the inclination of reaching out to them. As we don't appreciate ourselves, we then begin not to appreciate other people. And sometimes they even stay away from us because we are no longer enjoyable to be with. It is important that we then ask ourselves about our social connection when we feel dissatisfied and experience stagnation. Another area that is very important: wellness. How do we feel? What is it that we do just to live a healthy lifestyle? Is there something we do? It usually happens that because we have been emptying ourselves, supporting other people, prioritizing, doing everything for other people, then our health suffers. Our health doesn't nurture this inner spirit of joy. The anxiety, the worry, the tensions can be very exhaustive. If you are one of those people, again, I suggest that you ask yourself, is there something you are doing, or what it is that you can do to actually turn your life around and live a healthy lifestyle? The third aspect that is very important for us to consider, it's wealth, our financial situation. How is it? Is is it in line with our lifestyle? Or could it be happening that the dissatisfaction and the anxiety is because we are financially strapped? What we bring as income doesn't match our lifestyle? Again, it is important that we look at that as we are in the process of getting a remedy towards a transformed and self-fulfilling life. And the fourth area that I would like to comment on is the self-development. When we prioritize people over our lives, there comes a time when we lose a sense of self. Who are you? What is your purpose? What is your passion? What is it that you dream about? What is it that you can do, no matter how small, just to make yourself feel good? It's not a selfish way of looking at life. Actually, when you begin to know who you are, what makes you joyful, what fires you up, you become loving and lovable. So that is why it is very important that we look at the self-development and not take it lightly as we are in the process of balancing our life to make it fulfilling and transforming. Finally, wealth. What is it that exercises our mind when it comes to just wealth? Wealth broadly. It could be wealth by looking at a side hustle so that you supplement your income in order for family to also enjoy a life that is joyful, a life of making sure that materially your family is taken care of. And also, are you in a position to outlay resources just to spoil yourself? Because you owe it to yourself too. So briefly, I am suggesting that if you are in this situation of stagnation, or you know of a friend who is in a situation I have just described, what that suggests is that there is a need for transformation to a fulfilling and inner joyful life. That's it. There is no reason to feel guilty about taking stock of your life, looking at these four areas: the social aspect, how you fare; the self, are you looking after yourself just as yourself? What about health and wellness? Is there something you do just to improve your health, even if it means getting up in the morning, hydrating in order to refresh your system, taking a walk? If you want to jog, just to jog, you can start small. What about meditation? Or just being silent to listen and observe your thoughts? if your thoughts are thoughts that make you sad, to quietly tell yourself that you don't need to think that, and change into thinking about something that gives you joy. That is important. And finally, all of us yearn for material satisfaction, financial satisfaction, without the clutter and the glitter, but just to be comfortable, to be in a position to meet basic needs, the necessities, even if it is just not a life of luxury. There is nobody who becomes comfortable when he or she survives on a shoestring budget. When that happens, it requires that you look at your life so that you realign, focusing on these 4 areas of self, of social, of health and wealth, to actually create a balance. You may start very small. However, when you start and you keep on reminding yourself every day that you need to balance your life, that there are certain areas you would like to improve, that you would also like to improve yourself, even if it means cutting down, if there are certain inches that have crept in, that is fine. It is a route to a transformed and balanced life, and you deserve it. Briefly, the stagnation, the dissatisfaction, is a loud hailer for us to say, hey, you are more than who you are. You are more than where you are. And go for it. Listen to the dissatisfaction. Embrace it like a friend who says, I have something to tell you. And you will not regret just listening to that and knowing that there is a way out. If you find this video helpful and meaningful, I invite you to like it or subscribe so that you also receive videos from me. Thank you very much for watching.